Welcome in. Let's see who we can get in the live tonight. See who's gonna fill up the chat. Get this chat going. We'll get this live going. There we go. What's up, Loss? What's up, TKO? How you doing, sweetie? What's happening, y'all? Just getting started. Just getting on. We're not going to go too long. This is going to be like a tribute, quick live stream. First, everybody, welcome in the Proudmasculine live stream. May 21st. Damn. If you have not yet joined that Telegram group, I put the link to the live every night that I have a live. I know I've put some distance between the regularity. It's just the way time's been falling out and the time afforded to me so that I can make the, yes, Roddery, finally. I haven't been on that much, to be honest with you. Just the way times and my days have been falling out. But that's okay. Get here when we can. I try to make it as often as possible. You know I do. You know I love doing this. Join the Telegram, you'll get the links. The link to the live. Because even my members and subscribers are not getting all the notifications due to a certain incident that happened around New Year's. It's still catching up with me. Every now and then we get a little chit chat going in the chat, but it's mainly designed to have all the subscribers come in and they can get the live link because YouTube isn't putting out my notifications to everybody. Apparently there's a lot of people going, like, especially people who have a channel like mine who speak truth, faith, stuff like that. Something about the algorithm doesn't like that when I do that. But it is what it is. We'll just find a way around it and persevere. We'll find a way through. It'll pick back up. But until then, I have the YouTube. Plus, there's been people who talk in the chat and on Telegram. If you're both members, you can go into the private chat and exchange, like if you want to talk over Instagram or email or something like that. You can exchange information and not have to put it on a chat. And I have to, I'm going to get straight to the point tonight. I lost a really dear friend 2 days ago, my buddy Thor. And if you're familiar with any of my content, him and I have done several live streams. I've been on his platform, Red Pill Thor, the Dragon Ship. I've participated in his channel and his gig. I met him about 6-7 years ago. We hit it off. He's an older guy in the men's health space. One of the most important people in my life in terms of mentorship and, growth and leveling up. Going on this intense process of changing and growing. He was one of the foundational people who saw me along through a lot of crazy stuff. Not only did he never turn his back on me, he helped steer me when I'd hitting so many different forks in the road and different intersections in life. He was always there, always, never refused me, never turned me down. And not just me. I mean, this dude's helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of men. He's written a book. Before he passed, we knew he was sick, but he put a collection of strong, hard-hitting motherfuckers together to write a book. He asked me to do one, and I regretfully didn't take him up on it. I didn't think I could write a book. He told me I could, he told me I should, and I just didn't heed. He was diagnosed with brain cancer a few years back, aggressive brain cancer, and he'd actually fought it. And, it looked like he was on the mend. He was doing well. He was gaining his strength, his size, everything was coming back. And he'd done all of the treatments, and it came back. It wasn't all the way gone, apparently. And he said this time he wasn't going to go through with the procedures anymore. That was it. That was his decision. And even though it's coming, it still doesn't feel any different when it hits, when the reality sets in that, he's gone. I really wish I could have talked to him one more time, maybe said some final words, but that was always so hard when we would talk. Like I never did think we were going to have the final conversation. It's a strange dynamic, and there's a lot of things I left unsaid that I should have said to him. And we're going to miss him dearly, and this world is a little bit darker because he's not in it, y'all, I promise you. I've had him on my live before. We've done videos together, we've done live streams, we've done panels. He was an integral part in the men's growth movement on YouTube and social media. He had his own programs. It's all about the masculinity, a good man, family man, who had his own journey and his own things in life that he had to grow and overcome. Thank you, B-Rabs. That means a lot to me. This is a dear man to me. For the last 2 days, and I know I shouldn't sulk. He wouldn't want me sulking. But I just been like, fuck, I wish I could have talked to him one more time just to tell him some things so that he knew. I've said a lot to him over the years. I mean, there's probably nothing I haven't said, because I do believe in, don't wait till they're gone to regret not saying what you want to say. Tell people why they're here, and I've made it a point to do that in life. Whether it be my son, my girl, good friends. I let them know how special they are and how important they are to me and how much they make a difference and how much I appreciate them. And it's just like this nagging thing that says, I could have said some more stuff. I could have reassured him. I could have let him know. That's more for me than him, selfishly. This dude was like charismatic, caring, huge heart. Would never turn anybody down for help. There was scores of men that connected us, that he knew, that I knew, that all went to him in some way, shape, or form to get some direction. And he's helped every single one of them. He was one of the heavy hitters in here. And it's going to be a little bit sadder for a while without him around for a long time. He leaves behind his beautiful wife, Missy, and his 2 boys. Old, grown men. But that was his sons. That was his pride and joy, is his family. And that's another great quality about him, is he was, dedicated and proud of his family. Thank you, brother. J&S Trim and Carpentry, y'all. So, if you ever want to see any of our footage, and one thing is, and we used to butt heads a little bit about this, he would talk. He was a talker, and he had a tendency to cut me off. We'd get off the live stream, I'm like, dude, you got to quit cutting me off. I need to finish a thought. I need to express the way I express and finish a thought. He's like, well, I know, I was just trying to help you. You sound like you were getting stuck. And that used to be our big butting head moments. He was such like a father figure to all these men. That's how he That's how he showed his love and his care. Like if he'd see you sticking on a point or something, he'd step in for you and try to talk for you, not realizing. And he never did it to be rude. He always did it from a helpful place, a loving place. And I'll tell you, it's just not a lot of people like that in this world. So they're so unique and so rare and such a treasure of life. So if you do have anybody in your life like that, right now, like I don't even care if you leave my live stream, go let them know how special they are. Don't let them get away wishing you would have said a bunch of stuff that you didn't get an opportunity, because you have the opportunity. Here's your reminder. Don't let another minute pass where you have something, you have to let somebody know how amazing or how special they are, and keep it to yourself. Because one day you're not going to get the opportunity. The opportunity is going to be taken, and it's going to be too late. And I know he'd probably tell me, shut the fuck up, quit whining. There's nothing I have to say. He knows, but he does know. It's just, it's one of those things where you can't really, it hasn't sunken in fully, where you can't grasp it. You know, I'm getting all these last minute thoughts like, oh, I got to call him and tell him this and tell him this. And it's too late. I can't. Never again. And so, yeah, that's why I haven't been on the last few nights. Just a little overwhelmed with that. A good friend, a dear friend, a brother from another mother. And it's like there's people like that in your life. You got to hang on to them. You got to keep them there. There's not too many people you're going to meet like that in life, y'all, I promise you. You might meet somebody like that once every 10 years if you're lucky. And yeah, I'll always remember, I'll always honor him. I'm going to put a couple of our shorts together that we did. I'm sure he would love that. Just as a little tribute. Oh, by the way, I have the winners from April. But I can't access it from this computer for some reason. I was going to pick one winner for the free consultation, but I picked two guys. Very compelling essays. Both young men. What's up, Darren? Both young men, regulars on the channel. I was waiting to do it on a live where I could do it with them there, but neither one of them was showing up. I guess because I've been so spotty. Tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to send them both a message and tell them they won. I said I was going to take one, but I can't not have these two. They both deserve it. They both not only loyal supporters, solid young dudes who are seeking a quality of life that I admire, seeing young men that focused on themselves and wanting to do better. So I'm going to award both of them free consultations this month. Next month, I'll do it again. All you do is send an email, who you are, what's your age, what would you want to get out of working with me? And I selected based on that. I had a lot of good entries, a lot. It was a tough pick, I'm telling you. It took me a week into the month to make a final decision. These two were so good, I had to pick them both. So I did that. And that's about it, y'all. Just busy on the grind day to day like I always do. Training, lifting, content, working. This is like the big thing of the moment. Losing my dear friend. And it's selfish of me to want to have kept him here because He's not suffering anymore. He'd never let you know he was suffering. Never. Always had a smile. Always had a kind thing to say. Always was checking on you. How you doing, man? How's everything? Tell me what's going on. Like, he didn't even want to talk about himself. And if I did ask him, how you feeling? Oh, man, I'm great. He used to say, living the dream, living the dream. Couldn't be happier. And this dude was dying. Day was good, man. It was good. Very busy. It's starting to warm up out here in Louisiana. Starting to warm up. Summers are coming. I'm not going to get too deep into Darren. You can go back and watch. But I lost a good friend of mine, Thor. You could see some of my content. If you go on my videos, you'll see him and I did videos. We've done a few lives together. Author, mentor, thought leader in the men's help space. Amazing example for young men to look up to and mimic and mirror. Couldn't ask for a better guy, y'all. I'm telling you. But and that's it. So yeah, I'm not gonna go on a long one tonight. I just wanted to drop in, let everybody know everything's okay. Thank you, Darren. And that I wanted to make that announcement the other day. I was a little too upset to get on and talk about it. Pretty emotional, pretty hard hit, pretty hard blow, deep, cut deep, you know. I think y'all understand anybody who's lost somebody special to y'all. And this is one of them. But it happens, you know. What happens in life, we live to die, and loss and grief is a part of life. That's why if you have somebody in your life like that, don't let them get out of here without them knowing how much they mean to you and how much they've done and how much you value them as people in your life. You know, and hopefully you have people in your life who do the same for you. And so with that, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I know this is a short one, believe me. I just don't have the energy and the wind to go much further. My head's all over the place, and I'm really not going to be able to get into anything deep, you know, any topics really tonight. But we will pick up. Take a couple days, and thank you, Big Fred. We'll get back into it. We'll get back into the groove of the live stream the way they're supposed to be. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Every one of you, thank you for your support. I can't put into words how grateful I am that y'all come here night after night, support the channel, participate in my lives. It means so much to me. It really does. And I love y'all all. And if you have somebody that you do love, that is special and is in your life, let them know now. Let them know now. Thank you, everybody.